Okay, you're asked to find u prime of 1, which means you need to take a derivative of the u of x function. I know it says f of x and g of x, but if there were two functions like u of x equals 3x plus 2 times 5x squared minus 1, I'm just making this up, I would use the product rule. Or I could FOIL it out, but let's say I use the product rule. Then one function would be the 3x plus 2. The other function would be 5x squared minus 1. Take the derivative of the first function. Take the derivative of the second function. And that would be 10x. Slide it over there a little bit. And then I would come over here and I would go, okay, well, u prime of x is the first function, but it's really not 3x plus 2, but let's just call it the first function, times the derivative of the second function would be 10x, but I'm making these functions up, so I'm just going to call it g prime of x, plus the second function, which again, I made up 5x squared minus 1, so let's right now just call it generic g of x, times the derivative of the first. I don't really know what those functions are, so that's bogus. But this formula is not. So now if I want to find u prime of 1, I'm finding f of 1 times g prime of 1, and then g of 1. I'm not coming up here with a 1 plus g of 1 times f prime of 1. All right, so f of 1, I go to the function when x is 1. Can't write on that, but when x is 1, I come over here, I go up to the f function. So f of 1 is 2. We'll figure out g prime of 1 in a minute. G of 1. So I'm going to the blue function. Go over x is 1, go to the blue function. That's the value 1. Okay, here's your x-axis. You have to go up to 1. The derivative is the slope of a tangent line at 1. So g prime of 1, here's 1. I want to know what's the slope at 1. Well, it's the slope of this entire line segment from negative infinity over to this point here. That's the slope. All of those slopes are going to be the same. So to compute the slope of a line, either pick 2 points and use the slope formula, or do rise over run. So start at the y-intercept here at 2 and go down 2 over 2. That's the slope of the g. I lost that. G prime of 1 has a slope of 2 over 2. Negative 2, because I went down 2. Go down 2 over 2. And that gets me to the next point. Or you could go down 1 over 1. Regardless, the slope is negative 1. So g prime of 1, that slope is negative 1. I have to do it from here because the x is 1 is on this strand of the function. I didn't come over here and figure out what's the slope over here by picking 2 points and finding slope, because x equals 1 is not on that line segment. To find f prime of 1, okay, so I come over here and I'm looking at what's the slope of this red line, this piece right here at x equals 1, and all of the slopes along that line segment from 0 to 2 are going to be the same. So again, to find the slope of a line, pick 2 points and use the slope formula, or you could do it by counting. Up 2 over 1. Positive 2 over 1. So this has a slope of 2. And then I go ahead and compute it out. -2 plus 2 is 0. All right, so again, find the slope of the line segment that that point is on, and then plug it in for f prime or g prime.